we're going to make, get this, a Bokashi composting system. Now Bokashi is a Japanese anaerobic pre-compost fermentation method which enables certain food scraps that you wouldn't normally put on your compost to be able to be used as compost. Now my kids are 9 and 7. They're a little bit fussy eaters and they're very fickle. One week they'll like something and then the next week they'll say, I don't like that anymore, Daddy. We tend to throw a lot of food scraps away. Food scraps that can't necessarily go onto the compost. Now things like citrus or onion, we don't put those in the compost because worms don't like them. We want as many worms to be encouraged into our compost as we can. We don't put things like meat scraps, fish, dairy, anything like that on the compost because that will attract rodents and they'll rot and it'll stink. So this Bokashi technique enables us to pre-compost those food scraps to be able to be added to the compost bin. We're going to do it over the next several weeks. The entire process will take about a month. So let's go. Let's make some Bokashi compost to start our Bokashi composting system. Now, basically what you do, the first step, mix rice with water. Now you want 2 parts water to 1 part rice. So in here I have 4 cups of water. Now you don't have to be a mathematician to work out. That would equate to 2 cups of rice, just ordinary old rice. This is the kind of the point of the show where I'd try and make a joke. They do sort of come to me quite naturally. In fact, you could say that they're quite ingrained in me, but not quite there. 2 cups of rice to go with our 4 cups of water. Put the lid on, shake it vigorously. It's leaking. I didn't practice before. Shake it vigorously. Just like that. Now, we'll need another jar. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to sieve out the water. So we just have the water, we'll leave the sieve on the top there. This is the Benny 6100 series sieve, available in the gift shop. And what we're going to do, and now this is going to want to sort of breathe, if you imagine. Don't forget to breathe. So what we're going to do is we're going to put on just a little bit of an old tea towel. And I've got here, I still blew away then, that would have been funny. Just a little hair tie. We're just going to attach that little piece of the tea towel onto there. Sorry Renee about the sacrificial tea towel. It was an older one. Just pop that on the top there. Nice and easy. Even harder when you don't practice before the show. So now this is going to sit for about a week. What we're going to do then is we're going to add milk to our mixture. That's our second step. And what the milk does is it mixes together and it will sort of separate out. It's quite a cool process. That's our first step of our Bokashi system.